Everyone's talking about Superman 2025. So I'm going to put my 2 cents in. Let's talk about it right now. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you so much for spending time with me as we rant about movies, comic books, and television shows, as well as the occasional board game. I am your host, Frank Zanka. I'm an award-winning screenwriter, novelist, and comic book writer, as well as a filmmaker. And yeah, we're talking about comics real quick. I just want to let you know that I got my last two, well, I got 3 covers in for Lords of LA. This one actually has a nude cover as well. It's my vampire mob set in 1950s Hollywood. That's my Were Panther cover. If you'd like a copy, let me know in the comments section. That's my Marilyn Monroe cover. This is the Samurai cover. And another Helene cover. And the Katana cover. And then this is issue 1. They are 48 pages apiece. And it's lots of fun, blood, sex, and gore. And again, if you want a copy, let me know in the comments section. Or you can email me with my email is connected to this website, which is fzank@Destiny Horizons. All right, and then on top of that, we have the 50th anniversary of Green Hornet, and Timothy Zahn will be writing for it. He created Thrawn for Star Wars, as well as Kevin J. Anderson, who writes for Dune and for Star Wars as well as Brandon Easton, who wrote for Marvel. He did the Agent Carter series. Captain Carter, I'm doing What If, so I got Captain Carter in my head. But yeah, if you want a copy of that, go to greenhornetnoir.com. We're going to be launching in January, and you can sign up now to get notified, or you can go to the link in the description below. All right, so let's jump into Superman. I've been watching this trailer pretty much all day from various people that have different viewpoints about its goodness or its badness. So I've seen one that's like, it's amazing, it's just the most amazing thing. And then I've seen someone like, this is the most horrible thing ever. And then I've had the middle of the road ones, which is, I think, where the majority of everybody is kind of middle of the road, where it's like, yeah, it's got some good stuff, and yeah, it's got some bad stuff. And I'm kind of falling into that particular camp. Like Snarky J was immediately on, the costume, and I think that the costume person should be immediately fired. She is the most awful costumer I have ever seen in my life, and I have worked with costumers, not that are awful, but I have worked with costumers. I know how it all works. And this is not how it works. Now, how James Gunn and the actors were all like, this thing's too fucking big. What am I doing here? If you look at everybody's costume, Clark Kent in the Daily Planet, his suit is baggy. It's falling off him. And that hair, I can't agree with anybody who's like, well, they did that on purpose, the broccoli hair, because they wanted to make him look different than Superman. Yeah, I get that, but he looks goofy. All right, and Clark Kent came off goofy, but it was because of his action, not because of his look. Because when Christopher Reeve, like, he would walk around like this with his arms up, right? And when he turned into Superman, his things went down, and he suddenly, even his jaw, everything changed. Watch him when he changes to Superman still with the Clark Kent stuff on. Master class. And instead, they're giving this guy, they're like, how can we fuck with his hair? We'll kick his hair all the way up here, man. You're going to have to climb through his hair to get his glasses off. The hell, man. And you look at his suit. His suit is so baggy. And then Rachel Brosnahan, who is a sexy woman, can you even see her body? Is she wearing a sack? What is going on here? And then people say, well, she looks like Margot Kidder. Margot Kidder was sexy in the Lois Lane thing. She didn't wear these baggy shit. She had pantsuits on at times, but she also wore skirts. I've met the woman. I have pictures of her on my wall that she signed for me. But she never looked like that. I will tell you that much. So I cannot agree enough. And then the costume itself, I agree with what everybody else who's dogging on it. It is awful. It is awful. When you see him sitting, laying there on the ground, I heard somebody say, "Oh, he's laying in a fetal position because he's being reborn into the new DC." I'm like, "Oh, get over yourself, man. Do you really think that that much thought went into that fetal position?" You know, yeah. Why don't you just go read Nostradamus, and you can read as much into that as the year 2000 being the end of the world. So it's people are just reading far too much into this. I'm glad that everybody's excited about Superman. I am excited about Superman, but I'm really on the fence on this one. I thought that having Crypto in there, it just looked silly. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's a dog. We like the doggy." Merchandise. In real life, it looks silly. There are certain things from comics that do not translate. And having a dog with a cape does not translate. It translates to animation, where you had super pets, that works fine. But in real life, like they did Crypto in the Titan show, he didn't have a cape, but I guess they gave him the little logo for the thing. Okay, but he wasn't flying around saving people. He was protecting the Titan's tower or whatever, and that works just as well. I think that Nicholas Hoult looks amazing. He's probably the best looking Lex Luthor that we've had since Smallville. I think because I love Rosenbaum I think he's great. But as far as on screen, he's the best that we've had. Of course, when we had the original Superman with Gene Hackman, for his time, he did a good job, but it was a different Superman. It wasn't. He was playing the goofy villain. He really wasn't playing the super villain, which is what we're getting with Nicholas Hoult, which I really like. What I was most excited about, and you're going to find this very funny, is Mr. Terrific. That's the first time, because we've had Mr. Terrific on the Arrowverse forever. And this is the first time he actually looked comic accurate. I love the mask, the force-fitting mask that they put on him. It looks great. And having the orbs, the T, what do they call them? The T-balls or whatever they called them. The orb T's or whatever. They look great. Everything with Mr. Terrific looks great. Hawkgirl, I love Hawkgirl. And I love Isabelle Marced from Madame Web and Dora the Explorer. But she's 5 foot, man. Kendra is not 5 foot. She's just as tall as Wonder Woman. I don't get that. Why she's miscast as far as her height's concerned. She's a good actress. I'm nothing against her personally. Again, I love her. I think she's great. But you cannot have a 5 foot girl in the Kendra role. It's just bad. Jimmy Olsen looks great. Again, Rachel Brosnahan, great casting. Again, my most favorite character in there is Mr. Terrific because he looks so comic accurate, and we haven't got to see that yet. But it has a lot of problems, man. And I do like the fact that he's reverting back to the original soundtrack from John Williams, even though he's kind of messing with it, with the instrumental, but then it becomes more orchestrational as time goes on. I'm okay with any of that. Wendell Pierce as Perry White, like it. We also have Cat Grant's going to be in this. The Jonathan Kent is probably some good casting there. Pruitt Taylor Vince is always really pretty good. And then, of course, we have Guy Gardner, and everybody's making fun of his haircut. Well, that was his whole thing. Now, why did you pick Guy Gardner for that when you could have had any Green Lantern in there? That's on you, James Gunn. And then we have, of course, his brother is playing Maxwell Lord. Miscast. He's obviously playing, nepotism game there. Way miscast. Maxwell Lord And what's his face was in Wonder Woman. He was miscast there too. Maxwell Lord is imposing because he's and again, Wonder Woman didn't even do this, but he's a mind controller, where Wonder Woman had to kill him in the comics. That was a big to do because he made Superman think that Wonder Woman was Doomsday and that Doomsday had killed Lois. So he came after Wonder Woman to kill her. And I mean, he broke her wrist and everything. And only by using her brains was she able to beat him, and he was just going to keep coming. So the only way to stop him was to kill Maxwell Lord. And when she did that, she went to jail for it. Batman insisted that she go to jail. So she was in jail for a little period of time for murder. So because he was like, no, you don't kill. Period. So I'm on and off against this. When he's saving the girl, I'm with you there. That was heavy emotion there. Love it. When we had the boy pulling up the flag, screaming Superman, love it. Great. So there's a lot of stuff in here that I like. Somebody said that it was Ultraman breaking through the thing, and I stopped it there. He has the regular S logo in there, so I don't think that's Ultraman at all. Metamorpho, I could give her to. I don't even like him in the comics. He's in the comic right now with Silent Night. I can give a shit. He's not anything to me. The look and feel of it, and some people making fun of the DP because he DP'd the Flash. I had no problem with the Flash DP. I thought the look and feel, like, I love how Supergirl looked in Flash. Flash and Batman were the whole reasons I watched that movie, and I was very happy with their parts. The Flash himself is the problem in that movie, but the other extraneous characters are great. So it's I don't know. So it's a mixed bag. This movie is a mixed bag. Am I excited for it? I don't know, because I have a feeling that we're going to be disappointed. I have a feeling that there's going to be some good stuff in there, but if we're trying to go for comic accuracy, as far as storytelling is concerned, I don't think we're going to get it. So I don't know. But then again, when was the last time we saw comic accuracy in Superman? 1977. Or was it 1979? Whenever Superman 2 came out. As far as I'm concerned, there are only 2 Superman films. That's it. The other ones don't exist. Brandon Routh, the movie ended as soon as he saved the plane. Movie was over. Then we got, actually on film anyway, because Lois and Clark had some good moments to it. I absolutely love Superman and Lois. I think that is probably the most comic accurate we've ever had with Superman, is that show. Although the Lex Luthor there is god horrendous, way miscast in that show. He doesn't fit the role at all. I guess the role the way it's written, but not the way it's comic accurate. Superman 3, I bear with because it's funny with Richard Pryor. Superman 4 that wasn't even Salkind. They just did that just for the fuck of it. And then I am not a fan of the Snyderverse at all. So all your Snyder guys and me we're never gonna agree with any of it, because Man of Steel I hate. I hate Man of Steel. I think it's bad. I think that him killing Zod was the worst idea ever. I'm going to break your neck because I can't move your eyes out of the way. Oh, but I can break your neck. I can do this, but I can't move your eyes out of the way to save the family. It's just horrendous, man. Snyder does not understand characters that do not kill. He doesn't understand. So that's why all of the Snyderverse is garbage. And it always will be. There's nothing there. Aquaman, that's the other thing. Snyder's like, I'm so brilliant. Look at me. I'm brilliant. You have tattoos. That's awesome. We're going to keep you with tattoos, Aquaman. Oh, I just got hit with an RPG in my chest. I don't care. We have needles that can go and give you tattoos. Come on, motherfucker. Stupid. So, I am not as you can tell. Snyder getting away from of DC was a positive thing for me. Now, whether James Gunn can pull this off, I don't know. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, I've spent. Look at that. I have like $1,000 worth of figures up there from Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know if he can pull this, but I could tell you right now that his costume designer, bad choice, bro. Bad choice. And I hope he can correct this if we do a sequel. He needs to fire her ass immediately. Get her out of the DC tent. Ain't gonna work. All right, well, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I keep my fingers crossed with this, but I can tell you automatically, I love that. I like the fact that you guys like crypto. For me, it doesn't work. The costume doesn't work. The hairstyle doesn't work. So let's just hope that it actually ends up being a Superman movie and not a James Gunn twist on a Superman movie. All right. That's it for me again. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to check out the link below for Green Hornet, or you can go to greenhornetnoir.com. Remember to give me a like and a subscribe. And if you can ring that bell, go ahead and do that. I'm trying to grow the channel out. I'll see you guys on the next one. Happy holidays, everybody. All right, bye-bye.